Society have always seen marriage as religions or civil unions between men and women toward the general ends of raising children and starting a family. In fact, there are not only male and female identity in society. Everyone also have sexual orientations and gender identity, which cover sexual desire, feelings, practice, and identification. If your sexual orientations do not conform to the majority, it is wrong to follow those people or for them to become a discrimination or abuse. People can feel this way to people of same, different, or both sex. The Universal Declarations of Human Rights does not clearly mention sexual orientations and gender identity. For example, from Article 16, UDHR says men and women of the age, without any limitations due to race, nationality, or religions, have right to marry and to found a family. They have entitled to equal access to marriage, during marriage, and at dissolutions. It shows that the UDHR limits marriage for only men and women. It's really inequitable for same-sex couples. I believe that same-sex marriage should be legal for two reasons, which are human rights and sexual equality. First, marriage is fundamental to human rights. Everyone should be able to enjoy and have their human rights. Human rights cannot be used to discriminate or deny marriage because of traditions or laws based because of one's sexual orientations or gender identity. Even though some countries are still against the same-sex marriage, but the number of countries that allow same-sex marriage as legal and they are increasing. For example, Sweden, Norway, Canada, Argentina now legally allow same-sex marriage. The prohibitions of same-sex marriage will prevent couples from access the right that they should have after marriage. For example, it prevents partners to visiting their partner children in hospital. It prevents partners to receiving employment-based benefits and coverage by health insurance. It prohibits partners from receiving an inheritance. It rules out partner from making decisions in the name of partner when he or she was sick. And it obstructs couples from sharing equal rights and responsibility to children in their care. For second reasons, marriage equality will solve the problems of sexual inequality. All people who can get the rights that they should have from marriage. In addition, it will decrease the discriminations which should not be exist in the first place. Millions of people around the world are facing exclusions, torture, violence, discriminations because of their sexual orientations. For example, in some countries, women were raped to cure their lesbianism. Homosexual people were attacked and killed on the street as the victim of hate crimes or verbally abused. Children who act like homosexuals will be cruelly punished, such as beaten or ridiculed. Some of them were bullied by friends at school. When the same-sex marriage is legal, it will show that everyone has equal rights in society. They are not different or abnormal because of their sexual orientations. To conclude, everyone should get the equal right to get married. For many years, several international organizations have tried to prohibit discriminations based on gender and sexual orientations. They have created campaigns about human rights and equality in gender. We can see that many countries respond by changing their laws to make marriage equality happen. We can start with ourselves by stop discriminating, insulting, abusing people because of their sexual orientations. All discriminations and abuse should be banished in every society. Thank you.